ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਾਲ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਜਸਟਿਨ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਨੇ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਭਾਵੀ ਚੀਨੀ ਚੋਣ ਦਖਲਅੰਦਾਜ਼ੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਧਮਕੀਆਂ ਸਮੇਤ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਲਈ ਸਾਰੇ ਖਤਰਿਆਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ, ਜਿਸ ਤੋਂ ਪੋਲੀਵੇਅਰ ਨੇ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਤੋਂ ਪੁੱਛਗਿੱਛ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਧਮਕੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਸੁਭਾਅ ਦੀ ਵਿਸ਼ੇਸ਼ਤਾ ਤੋਂ ਜਾਣੂ ਸੀ ਜਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ। ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਵਾਲ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਦੀ ਚੀਨੀ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰਪਤੀ ਸ਼ੀ ਜਿਨਪਿੰਗ ਨਾਲ ਹਾਲ ਹੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਈ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ। ਟਰੂਡੋ ਅਤੇ ਪੋਲੀਵੇਅਰ ਨੇ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਾਲ ਦੇ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਜਲਵਾਯੂ ਤਬਦੀਲੀ ਦੇ ਵਿਚਕਾਰ ਕਾਰਬਨ ਕੀਮਤ ਯੋਜਨਾ ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਤੇ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਅਸਹਿਮਤੀ ਪ੍ਰਗਟਾਈ ਹੈ।
Concerns about interference activities in Canada. Was the Prime Minister ever briefed about any of these, and I quote, interference activities that he says, that the Prime Minister says went on in Canada?
Honourable Prime Minister. Mr. Speaker, I am regularly briefed by intelligence officials and security experts on threats to Canada and to Canadians, whether it be cyber threats, whether it be interference with Canadian diaspora communities, whether it be use of online misinformation and disinformation. There are a range of threats out there that Canadians and Canadian security agencies continue to be vigilant against. We will always be there to protect Canadians.
Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
What specific interference was the Prime Minister referring to when he raised his serious concerns about interference with the Chinese president?
Honourable Prime Minister. We've known for many years that there are consistent engagements by representatives of the Chinese government into Canadian communities with local media, reports of illicit Chinese police stations. These are all things that we continue to be concerned about, that our officials stay active on, and that we will continue to be vigilant around to keep Canadians safe.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
The Prime Minister continues to ignore the crisis that Canadian households are about to face with the skyrocketing home heating bills. They are expected to double in many communities. Some households will be stuck paying $5,000 to $6,000 a year, and yet he wants to not just maintain but triple and then triple his carbon tax on Canadians. Now, he might play a game of delaying the implementation in a few provinces, but why wouldn't he take decisive action to reverse the damage he's caused to all Canadian and all of their homes by reversing the carbon tax on home heating altogether?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Mr. Speaker, the price on pollution returns more money to the average families across the country than it costs them. It's a way of fighting climate change and putting more money in the pockets of Canadians. That's what Canadians in Atlantic Canada and elsewhere across the country are going to be able to benefit from. As we step up in the fight against climate change, we will be putting more money back in the pockets of Canadians that need it. Conservatives continue to spread misinformation and disinformation on that. We need to continue to be there for Canadians, and we will.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Our information comes from the man that he appointed as the parliamentary budget officer, and that same official calculated that 60% of Canadians will pay more in carbon tax costs than they get back in any rebates. And that is even higher in provinces where the federally imposed but provincially administered tax does not come with any rebate at all.